Me and my girlfriend messed around with a spirit board. We got in contact with a spirit that knew way too much about us and was constantly telling us things we didn't know that we had to Google to verify that he was correct. All we wanted was for him to give us the lottery numbers and talk about something interesting, but he kept telling us to get back to church and to get married. He told us that God has plans for us, and I asked him how he knew all of this and how he was able to communicate with us. He said, through prayer. He said that because we had a family praying for us to get Jesus in our lives, he was able to communicate. He said he wouldn't have been able to without prayer. It's almost as if God allowed this interaction to happen. Anyway, as we took a road trip to a hotel in Dallas, me and my girlfriend got on the board one last time. The spirit told us to turn on the TV. It was on a Christian station and a sermon was just starting. The message was about giving your life to Christ. After that, we had went to the bedstand to grab the Bible, and in it were pamphlets on repenting, and the Bible was highlighted with instructions on repenting and accepting Christ. Not only that, but before we checked in, we had to wait an hour in the lobby because they were having problems getting the room that was reserved for us, so we had to get the next available room. It's almost as if God wanted us to get that room. Obviously, a Christian person was in that room before us. It was just too much for us to just ignore, so we asked Christ into our lives that night, and wow, best decision we have ever made. I have never been happier in my life, and now we are married and filled with the presence of the Holy Spirit. In the hotel room, before we even opened the curtains, we asked God to show us a sign. We were just so happy at the moment, and we just wanted to see if God would actually give us a sign of some sort. As I opened the curtains, I only saw one sign, a physical sign of the hotel across the street. What's crazy is that the logo on the sign had two rings interlocked with each other with a shining flame in between. The only thing really keeping us living sinful lifestyle was that we lived together and were not married. The same moment, my wife read a random Bible passage and it talked about the importance of marriage. We were blown away. To me, the sign of representing our marriage, the rings, with God at the center of our relationship, the shining flame. We burned the board once we got back home. There is way more to it than that. Just a few of the highlights.